Let's talk about YAML anchors, folks. It's a great business as usual activity to know, a BAU activity, because you'll more than likely come across it if you're working with YAML files, folks. And it's nice to be able to know what it is, because I've seen YAML anchors used, not really known what they're for. I've looked at a YAML file one day. I might have then pulled down some updates on the same repository the following week, and it's slightly changed. And someone's possibly gone in there and did some cleanup activities, some BAU activities, folks, all right? And it keeps the code dry. That's one of the main things. Don't repeat yourself, folks. That's what it's a good thing for as well. On the screen here, I've got my VS Code portal split down into 3 sections. On the left-hand side, I've got a YAML file with some anchors in it. I'll talk more about those in a minute. In the center, I've got a Terraform config file, and it's just a locals block, so I'm able to get an output of what this YAML file with the anchors in it actually shows. And on the right, this is the actual output that you will see, folks. I just put it there as a bit of an example. Now, to explain the YAML anchors, folks, it's represented by the little ampersand here, the little and symbol. And you can see then there's a little star symbol, and that appears in 3 places. And that's your YAML alias, and that represents an alias of the anchor. Okay, so you can reflect what the anchor contains in all those places. There's back arrows here as well, folks. If the same thing appears, for example, pool in your anchor block here, and it's appearing in another block where you're going to reflect what's in that YAML anchor, folks. So we're going to pull these parts in to this block here. This pool value number 5 will not override the 15. As you can see over here, folks, this is the production block here, and the 15 stays. So just know that there, it's the after effect, really, the one that's in place already that will take precedence, not the one that's incoming. So just be aware of that, and that little override there, that's what that is for. So you can see again there, host, it keeps the host that it has in the block, folks. All right. The test one, I've just used all of the values from the defaults block at the top here, and you can see in the tests block, it's exactly what is output there of what the anchor's producing. And folks, you can see there, I've got all those blocks there, so I have that's being output there. That's what the output is. But in reality, you're only going to use what's common here in these blocks. You're not going to get the output of this top bit all the time, just like that there. It's going to come inside these blocks where you're referencing the YAML anchor. All right, so in effect, it's just these 3 blocks that we're going to get, folks. All right, which is nice and clean, as you can see here. Look at that, all the size of it. That's how you're referencing the YAML anchor, folks, to get that output. All right, and like the tests block, you can see there is tiny, but it's worth knowing, folks, in that sense. For example, like if you've come in one day and that block was possibly something like what the development block looks like, and it had more values there, but then someone's came in and thought, oh, we'll clean these commonly used values up and we'll put them in an anchor, and then you've come back, where have they gone? And you can see a little alias there, defaults. Just do like a Control F, and you can go and search defaults, stick a little ampersand in front of it, and bang, you come to the YAML anchor, and there's your values. And that's then how you can sort of better understand these YAML files, folks. If you wanted to get this output as well here, you can go to the Terraform console and you can run what this here local block will do. So if I do local.db_config, there I've got the output, folks. If I just blow this up, you can see there's the output there of what that little DB block will give of the locals. All right, it's exactly what we've seen. We can just get a quick view. You can run the Terraform console in your config, folks, you'll be able to use that little console tool, which is very good there, just so you can check to see if things are working, or possibly if it's a complicated piece of code, you want to see what the outputs of various parts of it are. It's a useful little tool, but in this case we're using it to look at these YAML anchors, folks. So that's a little intro to YAML anchors. I hope it helps you out. It definitely helped me better understand the code that I come across every day, because it's so big at the enterprise I work at. And yeah, you can come in, do a git pull the repo down before you create a feature branch, and you'll see things have changed. So again, a little tool in your back pocket there to hopefully help you out. So I hope it does. And if you've got any questions, folks, you want to like and follow for more, please do so. But as always, I'll leave this one with you. Wish you all the best. Take care. Good luck.